Nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, along the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. He said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit. You gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in the game, the leash gets longer and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Aldridge out there with Lyons. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And for Miami, Jake Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Dragic in at the point. Butler. Here's Adebayo. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Adebayo's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Miami.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Now, here's DeRozan. Butler with the steal. Jumps up, and it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler's locked in on a defensive end, his defensive instincts are awesome.
And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby, make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Now here's Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. To the paint. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Aldridge with some nice D.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And no good that time. Some solid defense from Butler. The Heat have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Crowder, the pass to Dragic. Crowder with it. Down low. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Superb vision and decision by Jake Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Here is Forbes. Aldridge down low. Defended by Crowder. Back to Aldridge. Just 4 to shoot. And Aldridge slams it in.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside, Robinson. Passes it to Butler. And they double up Butler. Wiles against Adebayo. Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. It's deflected. DeRozan against Adebayo. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Forbes the pass to DeRozan. A second chance effort. Back to Forbes. Aldridge left side. Over Robinson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Olynyk, he's checked in for Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Crowder. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. Here's Hero. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Good.
From that range, Tyler is money, well inside his comfort zone as a shooter.
The pass to Lyles. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Olynyk. Pass to Hero. Here's DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
There's Dragic with the 3. That one, no good. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the court for San Antonio, we've got Trey Lyles, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. DeJounte Murray is out there at DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Jones, no one around him, and no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. The drive by Aldridge. And it's good, 2 points. Aldridge has got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs. Aldridge has gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Hero. Sinks that one from the post. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific hits. You're right. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
And the Heat call time here.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
And a new group in for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Robinson is subbed in for Goran Dragic. Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Releases from 15, and he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
More and more comfortable facing up and knocking down jumpers. Bam Adebayo's game continues to grow.
Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly. When you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. Incredible dunk from DeRozan.
The Heat trail by 4. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Adebayo. He has 6. Passes it to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Spurs leading by 4. To the wing right side. And here is Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Adebayo against Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. The pass to Lyles. From deep three-point range, Forbes can't get it to go.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
Pass to Aldridge. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Great D that time from Adebayo. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo. Butler's got his second bucket.
You see the instincts of Butler on plays like this. Understands how and where to get his shots.
Aldridge's shot is good.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Right side, Butler, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes,
LaMarcus Aldridge was the story in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, I have to point to their efficiency on the offensive end as the key for them. The way they've been moving the ball and finding the open man, that's been super impressive. They don't need to change a thing, Ernie. At this point, just keep playing smart basketball.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
It's been a matchup disaster for them at the defensive end. They're having all sorts of trouble and giving up a lot of easy matches. It's not too late if they can tighten it up and give a lot of intensity on defense.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Heat, Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Adebayo in at the center position. Robinson kicks to Dragic. For Murray. No good from Dragic. Spurs leading by 4. Here's DeRozan. Lyles passes to DeRozan. Over Butler. Misses off the left eye. And Miami is shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Pass to Crowder. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And the Heat call time here. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olynyk is checked in for Jay Crowder. Jones comes in for Butler. And it's Iguodala in for Robinson.
Keep your head on a swivel with DeRozan on the floor. He'll finish way up top with an alley-oop.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Jones. Dragic with it, out guarded by Murray. Dragic against Murray. Adebayo drives in, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Miami. Spurs leading by 7. Murray kicks to Lyles, and there's the pass to Forbes. Pass to Murray, over to the left wing. Aldridge, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dragic the pass to Olynyk. Here's Hero. Aldridge is covering. Shot to stop the run, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And DeRozan. Here we go. Murray kicks to Lyles. Spurs passing it around. Aldridge double team. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Would love to see more of this. DeRozan needs to keep working on his 3-ball.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it? He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8-ball.
Olynyk against Aldridge. Shoots over Olynyk. And the Spurs scoring again.
Keep it going to the hot hand, and when Aldridge is on, he is on.
Dragic taking his time here. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action after this word. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Heat trail by 15. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Lyles in at the 4-man position. Trying to get open is Adebayo.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Murray against Dragic. And the dunk by Aldridge.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
And it's the Heat with the ball. To the middle. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Dragic.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Inside, here's Aldridge. And stolen by Butler. Pass to Robinson. The kick out to Crowder. Hits it from three-point range. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Double team on Aldridge. Stolen by Robinson. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. And again, Miami with the triple.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Over in the corner, White. Aldridge trying to break free. White, good.
Nice play call, good execution. Derek's become a reliable performer for this team.
And the Heat call time here. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep your hopes up, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And White kicks to Aldridge. Passes it to Lyles. Back to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 5 to shoot. Here's DeRozan. Crowder pulls it in.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Heroes checked in for Duncan Robinson. The free throw drops for Butler.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
DeRozan in the corner. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Miami now. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Here's Dragic. The teardrop falls in. Dragic has got his first bucket in this one.
Pivotal point in this contest, the determination of going Dragic, it is showing right now.
DeRozan on the wing. Over Butler. DeRozan passes to Murray. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Adebayo sends it back.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts, using it well with that block. Gigantic bucket from Butler. Close the door on that shot.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And this is what superstars do. LaMarcus rises to the challenge with the game on the line.
Timeout called, the Heat. They trail by 3. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Butler kicks to Crowder. Here's Hero. Misses the tray. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it. And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
Just we focus in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.